evaluator. So now let us go one by one. The scoring tips should consist of many things, but I have covered only a few points. One is familiarizing the syllabus and the textbook. So in most of the schools, children are struggling to pass in most of the subjects. We consider passing package for them. But it is not the situation with you children. So you are trying for the maximum marks in the examination paper by utilizing all the 80 or 90 days available with you since lockdown started. So now proper study plan one need to have. If you do not have, make it today. Make it today. Even we have 24 days of time or 25 days of time to utilize. Second one is familiarizing the question paper is very important. So organizing the answer paper is very important. Having an understanding of the scheme of evaluation is also very important, and time management is on top of everything. Children, most of the children in the previous years, they used to see the question paper only in the examination hall. But the situation has changed now. You must have come across many question papers in the name of practice papers, state level preparatory papers, previous year question papers. You are very familiar with the question papers, and your subject teachers have given you the scheme of the question paper, how many 1 mark questions are there, multiple choice question, 2 marks, essay questions, and descriptive answer questions. All these have been discussed in greater length in your classrooms. But at your hand, what are the organization you have to make? Familiarizing the textbook is very important because every nook and corner you must know what it consists, because the multiple choice questions are taken from these points. So one by one, let us move on to this one. So read every unit at least once. Every unit at least once, because if you read only the notes or guide, it is not sufficient to score high marks. So every point you should know where the points are there in the textbook. Second one is highlight the important points using pencils. Make your own well-organized notes. You should have your own notes. Third point is make a flow diagram of each unit. This would give you enhanced organization of the content of the unit. I will take one of the flow diagrams from my own topic from mathematics in the next slide. Next one is identify the formula, diagrams, grammar points. If you are studying language textbooks, maths, social science, reasoning questions in science, etc. I have taken only a few. Identify the multiple choice questions, 1 mark question, 2, 3, 4, 5 mark questions. Because all math, science and social have common pattern this year. And the number of questions that are there in the question paper, near 38 questions. Now we'll take one of the examples of a flow diagram. I just considered one of the units in your textbook, that is statistics. So you have to prepare the flow diagram for each and every topic, 15 or 16 topics that you have in mathematics. Not only mathematics, I am taking this as a general session for all the subjects. So one topic I have taken, suppose you are considering the topic on statistics. So what are the points that are covered? One is the mean. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು ಇಂಕ್ ಬೇರೆ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್? ರೆಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಶಾಟ್ ಅದು.
ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಹೌದು, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಶಾಟ್
ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಶಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹಂಗೆ.
Children, first one is mean, second one is not visible. Please write down this as mode, MODE. Second one is not visible because I have not taken the contrast color in this one. Third one is the median, and last one is the OGU. These are the 4 concepts that are there in the statistics chapter that is there in your textbook. and mean has more problems in 3 different methods, that is the direct method, assumed mean method, and the step deviation method. So without knowing these methods, you cannot attempt the problem in the examination hall. So next one is the formulas used in each of the methods. They are also different. So the direct mean method, the formula is this one. So assumed mean method, step deviation method, and mode, we have given the formula there, L plus F1 minus F0 minus over 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Very lengthy formulas. You have to keep writing, practicing, and the median has one formula. Ogive, there are 2 kinds of ogives, less than type ogive and the more than type ogives, and mean, median, and mode. All 3 are connected. So therefore, 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. So prepare the flow diagram for each and every topics. This will give you the focus about the topic, and please make the chart of this and just present it on the walls of your classrooms or at home, study corners at home. So this is very useful. For one chapter, I just explained this. For other chapters, you can prepare this kind of flow diagrams in science, mathematics, and all this. So what is proper study plan? How you have to study? We shall go one by one. So one is study materials you need to have. One is textbooks you need to have, lesson notes and workbooks, model question papers. All these study materials you should have. Nowadays they are available in WhatsApps and all other social media also. So you can get from the Xerox shops or from the websites, or your teachers must have given to you. So please utilize the model question papers. They're very important. Write answers to model question papers every day. Practice them. So learning corners, every child who are aiming at scoring 80 marks out of 80 marks must create a learning corner at his or at her own home. Now, creating learning corner in your house, that is post all the important charts in the learning corner. The charts may consist of the formulas, grammar points, flow charts, diagrams, science diagrams. All diagrams must be visible to you every day, morning and night. And even in the school, your attention must be secured towards these important and highlighted points. So formula, charts, maps, theorems. So you have many theorems in class 10. Theorems on similar triangles, right angle triangle, and theorems on circles. All this, and even the converse theorems that you have in your textbook must be there in the form of a chart and posted on the walls for better practice every day. So visual attention is very important because your eyes must be focused on this every day. It is very, very important. Next is classify the units or concepts. So into 3 categories. One is every student should have a list of concepts in each and every topic, as well as each and every textbook, mathematics, science, languages, social science. Take the help of your teachers, enlist all the points that is covered for the exams. So, and you have to classify them into 3 categories using different kinds of inks or colors. One is I know very, very well, and you know most of the concepts very well. Anytime we give the question paper, you are ready to write the answers. So these areas are called the confident areas. Every child should identify his own or her own confident areas, and you just mark them using the green pen or the green color of crayons, sketch pens, whatever you have. So that means you are thorough about this. You need not practice about this. These are the confident areas. Second one is I require support from my friends, from sources like teachers, internet, textbooks. I need some support to understand these topics, particularly statistics, it may be, or coordinate geometry, or some topics from science, social science. You just mark them. So unless and otherwise you have categorized lists, it is very difficult to organize your studies. You mark them with some other colors, maybe using blue colors, That means you are going to study this by taking the support of this one. That means what we have studied, what we need to study must be known to you. So I have seen many children reading only the first chapter every day. So that is not the right method of organizing the studies. So you cannot read the first chapter every day. So you should have the list of chapters that you have covered or you know very well at confident level. Second one is you have to have some chapters with which you have to discuss with your friends and teachers in the school. So third one is I am not able to understand this. I am not so confident. I am not so confident. Most of you don't leave this not confident areas. You must struggle hard in this one. Consult your teachers. You must have missed his or her class in the school. Don't do that. Your parents can support you, your teachers can support you now. You have different WhatsApp groups created. Take assistance from others. Utilize the time available and don't leave these areas also. Gain confidence even in these areas. So see, some children tell me that proving the rational numbers is very difficult. I am leaving this chapter. Now I am advising don't leave this chapter. Discuss with your teachers or take online support, school support, materials, textbooks, workbooks, everything. So you have to divide the entire learning concepts into 3 groups like this. I know very well, I require support, I am not able to understand this. So proper study plan means proper study timetable at home. So every school has a timetable and which is followed in the school. For every topic justice is done, for every subject justice is done. But at home most of you will be studying only the easier subjects. Easier according to you. For some children maths is very easy because they score out of out in maths. For some children languages are very easy. For some children social science is very easy. So you don't keep studying these easy subjects often and now. Please concentrate on the subjects which you have branded as difficult ones. So therefore you have to devote or allot time for all the subjects. So that means allot 1 hour per subject at home or more also. So evening 4 hours and morning 2 hours as per your convenience. You can change the time schedules also. That is left to you. Third one is divide every hour into 3 parts. That is, one is 30 minutes, 20 minutes and 10 minutes. Why do we need 3 parts? I am just going to explain by taking a small chart after this one. Read for 30 minutes. First time you have to read for 30 minutes any unit. Then write for 20 minutes. After reading you have to write for 20 minutes. I have seen most of the children write in the examination hall for the first time. Without writing at home, without practicing at home, you know how much time they are taking to write the theorem? They are taking 15 to 20 minutes to writing the theorem. But provided they are practiced at home, it requires only 5 to 6 minutes. So if you are very good in writing theorem or essay writings, you have to practice at home by keeping the timepiece in your front. Take the time, don't keep on writing for 25 to 30 minutes because you have many easy questions to cover. Your invigilators will be informing about the time, it is getting over and everything. But at home, you have to keep 80-mark question paper, keep timepiece in your front, write all questions and take your own feedback where you lost time, where you are falling short of time. So that is very important. You know, many children complain after the exam, sir, I knew everything, but for want of time, I left this question. So that should not be the question or situation with you. Please practice every question, keeping the time pace in your front. Third one is relax for 10 minutes after and change over to the next subject. This should be the plan at home. Studying each subject for 1 hour means 30 minutes studying the textbook or notes, whatever is given to you. 20 minutes, close the books and write the points, whatever you have read. Write the points, write the formulas, write the map, whatever is covered in your reading. Then relax for 10 minutes before switching over to the next topic. So next one is, you look at this one pie chart. So how much time is devoted for reading? That is 30 minutes. That is called the meaningful reading. Meaningful reading by underlining, by identifying, without any distractions like mobile, TV, parents disturbing you. It should not happen in your house. So please have some learning corners. So next one is the writing time. 20 minutes you have to write. It may be any subject, even mathematics, science, social science. You write all the points that is covered. If this kind of plan is not adopted by you, it may not be so easy in the examination to write for the first time. So while writing the practice papers, preparatory exams, or writing at home, even now, you just adopt this plan, read for 30 minutes anything, write for 20 minutes without looking into the textbook or notebook, just by your memory or whatever it is, and relax for 10 minutes, then go to the next subject. That would be convenient for you to cover these subjects. Next is repeat the same cycle for other subjects also. Now, familiarizing the question paper is very important. So what is the question paper? That is very important. So in our time, we used to see the question paper only in the examination hall, even now. But nowadays, we get the model papers, we get the practice papers, we know the length of the question paper, how many questions are there, what kind of questions are there, how these questions are arranged in the question paper. First, you will have the multiple choice question, then you will have 1 mark objective type questions, 2 marks questions, 3 marks, 4 marks, and this year 5 mark question is also introduced in your question paper. So you have to have an understanding, and question paper has several instructions given in that, and the time given for reading the entire question paper is 15 minutes. That is the extra time. You can utilize the extra time to read the question paper in the beginning. But before coming to the examination hall itself, you can read the instructions on the question paper in the model papers are given by your teachers in the school. See, study the scheme of the question paper for the following. One is multiple choice question, very short answer, long answer 1, long answer 2, descriptive answer questions. So these type of questions are there. If you are very familiar and very confident about the descriptive type of question, which is for 5 marks, you can write it in the beginning itself. You need not follow the sequence as given in the textbook. Read or in the question paper, read the instruction section of the question paper. Every question paper consists of an instruction section. You have to read that. That means they are given, don't do overwriting in multiple choice questions, don't write the answer twice. So all these instructions are given. So don't waste your time reading all these instructions in the examination hall. You have the same instruction in the model paper also, or the same instruction will follow for all the subjects also. Second one is read the question paper thoroughly. You have to read all the questions, and get familiarized what kind of questions have come. If the first question is easy, don't start answering the first question. You read all the questions from question number 1 to last question number. So next is answer previous year question papers at home. So next is answer model question papers at home. Then check the answer for yourself. You have to check the answer for yourself, where the mistakes have happened. Write the model papers in the examination conditions. That means without any distractions, sit in a place and sit for 3 hours with papers, additional papers on the table, time clock on the table, and request your parents and your brothers, sisters not to disturb you, and practice that at home. See whether the 3 hours time is sufficient for you, and gain confidence to write the actual exam from 25th onwards, June. So organizing the answer paper is also very important. So now let us see how read all the instructions in the answer booklet also. You have 2 kinds of instructions. One kind of instructions are there in the question paper. another kind of instructions are there in the answer paper. So you have to read them. Then do not forget to write the main question number and sub question numbers. So leave one line after answering every question, please, because your question papers have many pages now. In mathematics, you will have 32 pages, and in other subjects, you will have 24 pages. So you have many pages left blank at the end. So instead of that, after every answer, you leave 1 or 2 lines. So suppose you have forgotten any key points to be inserted over there, at the end of the examination, while reviewing the paper, you can insert some points if you leave 1 or 2 lines after every answers. So for multiple choice questions, write the serial number of the question, serial alphabet of the correct option, and also write the answer without overwriting. Say, for example, I have given, if it is 7th question, write question number 7. If the option serial number is B, then you write it as B. If the answer is real number, you write it as a real number. It is just an example and not an answer for question number 7 always. It is just an example I have taken or model. So many children, they do not write the serial alphabet and they do not write the answers. They only write B. So that will not be valued. They write only A, they will write only C, just like that. They won't be valued. You have to write the answer in this format, 7B real. Or if the answer is A, question number is 8, option is A, and the answer is probability or whatever it is, or tan theta or sin theta, or your science, anything, you can write that one. So answer to the point, write point wise for very short answer questions and short answer questions. You have to write in points, not in paragraphs, especially in social science and science subjects. Answer long answer questions, 4 marks and 5 marks in fresh page. Suppose you are writing a 4-mark question which is about 1 page length. Don't start it from the bottom of the page. Suppose your previous answer has ended in the last page and you are left with only 3 to 4 lines there. Just strike those 4 lines and start the main question in the new page. So don't worry about that. You can write in the new pages. Suppose you are writing a theorem, you require 2 pages. One is for writing the statement, the diagram, and the given, the to prove part, and the construction part. You can write on one side, that is on the left side of the page. And on the right side page, you can write the proof of this by leaving 1 line in between. So the evaluator will not get confused. He can award you all 4 marks. So it should be well organized. So for that, I am suggesting you take left side page and the right side page. Suppose you are answering the theorem. You can start it on page number 7 and 8, or 9 and 10, or 3 and 4. So 3 is towards the left side and 4 is on the right side. So you can utilize two of these pages to answer theorems. Elaborately, you can write, leave space, draw a very big diagram like that. Or if you are attempting a construction in mathematics or some diagrams in science, you can write in a fresh page. Neat borders you can put and you can write in a fresh page. Don't start at the bottom of the page, new answers, don't start new answers. So in mathematics, keep the final answer in rectangular boxes and do not forget to write the measuring units. All answers you can put in the rectangular boxes just like this, just like this. If the answer is 25 centimeters square, you can write it as 25 centimeters square. Just put a box using your pen itself or pencil itself. So that will highlight the answer that you have obtained. Suppose you have some 1 or 2 equations in a solution. You just put box and write it as equation 1, equation 2, or just like that. Okay. Answer the reasoning questions point-wise. You will have many situations in science and social science where you have to give more than 2-3 reasons. You write the reasons one below the other using bullets or points or using numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. That is very easy for evaluation also. Do not forget to write the figure diagrams where required. So see, I have seen many children they draw the figures and they forget to write the names, ABC, angle, everything, but they also don't get valued. Children write theorems very well, but they have forgotten the diagrams. So without diagrams, theorems are not valued. Sometimes children have written the diagram, they written the entire body of the proof of the theorem, but they have forgotten to name the diagram, just like the sides AB, BC, angles. So without this naming, also your theorem will not be valued. So all these precautionary measures you must take before attempting these questions. Then next one is distribute time properly. So you have to distribute the time for each and every question in a proper manner. Sorry, ಇದು ಈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸು ತೆಗೀರಿ ಸರ್, ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸು ಬೇಡ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇದಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸು ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಂಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಂಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಬಾರ್ದು, ವಾಪಸ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Children, what you are looking at the board or in the screen is the model answer paper I have brought that was used in March 2017. So this year, this will be different. More pages will be added to your answer booklet. I'll just look at this one. You should get familiarized with the answer booklet also, as you have done with the question papers. See the register numbers, these things you cannot get the training in the examination hall. So if your children who are getting scores like 80 out of 80, you cannot take trainings in the examination hall. You take the help of your teacher. Every teacher will have this model paper, model answer paper also with them, where you have to write the register number, the medium, the subject name, the code, where you have to write the additional seat details here. Additional seat details mean the serial numbers and how many pages you have used, everything. So we'll go down and see what is there. See, in one of the exams I've seen, children had written for first one A, for 2 B, 3 C, like this they had written. So this is not at all for them. They thought these are the multiple choice question. You have to write the answers here. So these are for the evaluators or the teachers to write the marks. For first question, how many marks you have scored. Second question, how many marks you have scored. For this, these boxes are given. So if you have come without practice straight away from the school or from your hostel or from your home, you are going to make this kind of mistakes. So this is not for you. They have written, this is for office use only. And don't write anything in these boxes. These are for us to write in the evaluation centers. So these are the instructions given to you to read how you have to write the answers. So these are the instructions given to you. Read everything and don't write the answers with your pencils. This is also given. Many children have the practice of writing the answers with pencils in your school exams. But don't do that. That will not be valued. See, these days what happens is right side margin is given. This is not for doing rough works. These are for posting the marks. If this question has got some 2 marks, we have to write 2 marks in this place. So earlier the marks were given on the left side margin. Now these days board has asked us to write the marks on the right side margin. You are not supposed to write anything in this one. But during evaluation we have seen many children having done the rough works there, calculations, multiplication, rough diagrams. This is not for you. Get familiarized before coming to the examination hall. See, at the bottom we are going to write the total marks that is obtained in this page. Every page we are going to write this, because you may ask for the xerox after the evaluation result is done. So similarly we have this, and maths papers especially contain the graph sheets. So I'm just moving to the back end of this paper. You just glance over the pages that you are going to have. See, this many papers are not required for anyone to write, but children still take additional sheets. It's okay, it's welcome, it's given also, but at the end of the answer booklets, 2 graph sheets will be given to you. Earlier only 1 graph sheet was given. Now there are 2 problems based on the graphs. One is on the pair of linear equations. Another one is on the cumulative frequency curve that is there in statistics chapter. So you will have 2 graph sheets. You need not bring it from the home. So what you should not forget is you please write the question number. Without question number, this graph will not be valued. So don't forget to write because these graph sheets are given at the fag end of the question booklets. So you have to write the question number and just answer, and all the working related to the graph should be there on the left side. This is there on the page number 27. You may write it on the page number 28 or 26. So last page is a blank page, and at the bottom of every page you can see space for rough work. You can see a space for rough work. These spaces you can use for doing rough works. So with all these trainings, preparations, I think you should come to the examination hall. So only then you will be able to score good marks. So I hope I've given you most of the answer writing tips in about 40 minutes of time. Hope you will be able to utilize all these tips and points to make the answers. So scheme of evaluation is also very important. One thing is attempt all questions to whatever extent possible. Suppose some children take the decision in the examination hall. This I have not learned, I should not write this. Write whatever that is known to you about this question, because sometimes if the question is wrong, you will be awarded full mark for just attempting the questions. That also should be known to you. And if you do not know the correct answer, the entire answer, you write only the partial answers. So we will suppose the question is for 3 marks, that will have 6 off marks. That will have 6 off marks. You can grab as many off marks as you can. So do not leave any question unanswered except choices. So choice questions you need not answer. They will give you the internal choices like OR questions. You need not answer them. So you need not follow the question sequentially while answering the question paper. So suppose you are familiar with the last question, which is for 5 marks, and you are most confident about the answers. You can consider that in the beginning itself, write the question number wherever you write the question number and start answering them, complete them. So tougher questions, try at the end, it's better. Sorry, sir. So tougher questions you can try at the end. So therefore, you can attempt confident questions. For example, some children want to write theorems first, they can do that. If they want to do geometrical construction at the beginning, they can do that because they have two constructions, they can do it because they lose confidence at the end of the exam, because one factor is time, second factor is the invigilators, they keep informing the time to exit, and the map works. Usually the map is given as the last question in social science as per my knowledge goes, but by the time you come to the graph, you will have only 2 minutes or 3 maps, you will have only 1 minute or 2 minutes. You will be drawing the maps, but that is not according to the right shape, but the places are not located properly. These kinds of problems will arise. Don't keep letter writing at the end. Don't keep poetry writing at the end. So this will all work out only when you practice with all these points in mind only at home. So I wish you all the best for the forthcoming SSLC exams. You can score very good marks in all the subjects by making use of these lessons and also lessons to come. Thank you, children. Thank you all. If you have any question, you can send to your organization or through your teachers, we will consider your question as very important. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Correct time.